Real people share real pain, real love, and everything in between. This story is a story of love, betrayal, sacrifice, and choices that tear families apart. And I will tell you all about it as it unfolded right here. 3 voices, 1 marriage hanging by a thread. Sit tight, because this one will stay with you. It all started when a man named Kunlay called in. Kunlay is the kind of man you root for, tall, broad-shouldered, with an easy smile that lights up a room and a gentle Yoruba baritone that makes you feel he's truly listening. Hard-working, thoughtful, the type who remembers birthdays and plans little surprises. But even the best of us can stumble. He told me that 3 months before their 7th wedding anniversary, he sat his wife Deborah down and confessed to a single act of infidelity. One foolish night he wished he could erase. He thought honesty would heal them, but it broke them instead. From that day, Deborah shut down completely. No words, no glances, no touch. She avoided him like a plague in their own home. Kunlay accepted the punishment. He said he hated himself bitterly. But days became weeks. Weeks became months, and after more than a year, nothing had changed. He tried everything: family elders, Deborah's parents, the church. Nobody could reach her. Then one night, during yet another one-sided conversation where she just sat silently, Kunle told her he was done. He would walk away and give her the peace she clearly wanted. For the first time in over a year, Deborah spoke. She cried. She begged him not to leave. She said she still loved him and promised to try to forgive. Kunle went to bed that night with hope in his heart for the first time in ages. And for a while, it worked. They went on first dates again, sent sweet check-in calls during work hours, exchanged little gifts. Everything seemed to be healing, except one thing: intimacy. No hugs, no kisses, no touch at all. Whenever Kunle tried, Deborah would flare up in anger. Family and friends were called in again. Still, nothing changed. Now, more than 3 years after the confession, Kunle told us he's filing for divorce. Not just for her peace this time, but for his own. He has forgiven himself, and he's ready to take his life back. We ended the show that evening promising to take calls and public reactions the following day. Minutes before the show the following evening, my producer rushed in. A woman had called the station demanding a right of reply. She said she was the wife in Kunle's story. My heart skipped. I told the team, put her through the moment we go live. And when Deborah's voice came on air, Lagos, you could feel the pain through the speakers. Deborah is grace personified, elegant, poised, with a warm Igbo lilt that carries both strength and softness. Beautiful inside and out, the kind of woman who walks into a room and commands quiet respect. She took us back to the beginning. Kunle grew up in extreme poverty. They met when he was a freshman in university. Deborah? Daughter of a former governor, privilege, power, everything Kunle didn't have. Yet they became friends, then lovers. Deborah paid school fees, used connections to get him his first job. She fought her family to marry him, a peasant son from another tribe. Because of that choice, she was sidelined from becoming CEO of her father's company, a role she'd been groomed for her whole life. She told us she had never dated any other man. Kunle was her one and only. So when he cheated, it shattered her world. Still, she was willing to forgive and rebuild, until something worse happened. A woman messaged her claiming she had been dating Kunle for 2 months. This woman said Kunle promised to divorce Deborah and marry her instead. At first, Deborah didn't believe it. Then came the evidence: screenshots, voice notes, photos of secret meetups. All real. Deborah said, through tears, that it hurts to lose the man she sacrificed everything for, but she will never share intimacy with a husband she can no longer trust 100%. That's why she pulled away again. I thought that was the twist of the year, but the ancestors weren't done. Moments later, another call came in. The caller said, "My name has been mentioned on air. I am Saida. I need to tell my side." When I patched her through, the studio went silent. Saida is vibrant and big-hearted, sharp, confident, with a bright Hausa cadence and a laugh that's contagious even over the phone. The kind of colleague who lifts everyone around her, generous with her time, fiercely loyal, and always ready to lend a hand or a listening ear. She has never been married, but she's known heartbreak after heartbreak. Men who disrespected women, men with no emotional depth. Then she met her colleague, Kunle. At first, he would ask for her help planning romantic surprises for his wife. Sunrise dates, birthdays, special treats. Saida said she longed for a man who loved like that. When Kunlay's marriage collapsed, he fell apart. Couldn't focus at work, nearly lost his job. For over a year, Saida quietly carried both their workloads, covered for him, kept him afloat, all without crossing any lines. Then, one day, Kunle told her he was leaving the marriage to set Deborah free. Saida supported him. That same evening, she kissed him, and something sparked. They began texting, meeting after work. Kunle became his brilliant self again. Saida says she even played a big role in his last promotion. For 2 months, she had the kind of love and care she'd always dreamed of. Then one night, Kunle came to her and ended it. He said his wife had refused the divorce and wanted to try again. Saida was devastated. After all the time, emotion, and support she poured into keeping Kunle standing when his wife had emotionally thrown him out, she decided she wasn't letting go. "He's my man now," she said. "I held him up when he was falling. I'm fighting for him." And there it is, Lagos. 3 beautiful souls, each with so much love to give, caught in a storm none of them deserved. Kunle, the gentle, thoughtful man who stumbled badly. Deborah, the elegant, loyal woman who sacrificed everything for love. Saida, the vibrant, big-hearted woman who stepped in to save a friend and found her own heart waking up. Who is right? Who is wrong? Or is love sometimes just this painfully complicated?